Hello and welcome to Wisdom and Wealth, a channel dedicated to helping those over 40 navigate life with greater clarity, purpose, and financial wisdom. I'm so glad you're here. On this channel, we delve into the timeless wisdom of ancient traditions and modern strategies to help you cultivate a life of abundance, both inside and out. Please remember to like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. We provide free advice on living a happier and more fulfilling life. Your mind can be your greatest ally, a source of incredible creativity and insight, or, left unchecked, it can become your fiercest enemy, a breeding ground for anxiety, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs. The truth is, your mind holds immense power, the power to shape your reality, influence your happiness, and ultimately, determine your success. But how do you take control of this incredible force? How do you harness its potential for good? In today's video, we're going to explore 7 transformative lessons from Buddhism that will provide practical tools and strategies to help you discipline your mind, conquer inner chaos, and unlock your highest potential. Imagine a life where distractions no longer have a hold on you, where you respond to challenges with calm and clarity instead of reacting impulsively. Imagine yourself breaking free from old, unhelpful habits, mastering your emotions, and living with a sense of purpose and direction. These lessons aren't just abstract theories, they're practical steps you can take, starting today, to cultivate greater mental clarity, resilience, and inner peace. If you're finding this information valuable, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Your support helps us create more content to guide you on your journey. Get ready to uncover the secrets to mental freedom and inner peace as we dive into this transformative journey together. Let's explore these ancient concepts and translate them into real-world applications that can enhance your life today. First, let's understand the enemy within. The journey to disciplining your mind begins with a critical step, self-awareness. It's about turning inward and honestly assessing what's happening within your own mental landscape. The enemy within isn't some external force, some malevolent person, or some unlucky circumstance. Instead, it resides within you. This enemy takes the form of doubts, fears, negative thoughts, and cravings that can cloud your judgment and hold you back from reaching your full potential. In Buddhism, this inner turmoil is often referred to as the defilements of the mind. These include greed, hatred, and delusion, mental states that can cloud your judgment, drain your energy, and keep you stuck in cycles of suffering. To understand the enemy within, you have to cultivate mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment. This gives you an amazing ability to take a step back and view your inner world objectively. It's like shining a flashlight into a dark room, revealing what's lurking in the corners. For example, if you notice recurring feelings of jealousy or fear, don't try to push them away or ignore them. Instead, ask yourself, why do I feel this way? What triggers these emotions? Are these thoughts serving me? Are you enjoying these insights? Please take a moment to like and subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth so you don't miss future videos like this one. The Buddha taught that understanding is the first step to liberation. When you truly understand the root cause of your negative thoughts and emotions, you can begin to let them go. Now, this doesn't happen overnight. It requires patience and consistent practice. However, with time and dedication, you'll realize that the enemy within isn't as powerful as it seems. It's simply a collection of thoughts and patterns that you have the power to change. Second, let's reprogram your mind with identity shifts. Buddhism teaches that we are not fixed beings, that we are constantly evolving and changing. This concept, known as anatta or non-self, means that you have the power to redefine yourself at any moment. Your current habits and behaviors are not permanent, they are simply the result of past conditioning. To discipline your mind, you must start by changing how you see yourself, your self-image. Think about the identity you want to embody. For instance, if you aspire to be more focused and productive, start telling yourself, I am a focused and productive person. This affirmation might feel strange at first, especially if you don't fully believe it yet. However, by consistently reinforcing this identity through small, intentional actions, you can reprogram your mind. For example, if you want to become a more mindful person, practice mindfulness daily, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Sit quietly, focus on your breath, and observe your thoughts without judgment. Over time, these small actions reinforce your new identity and solidify your belief in your ability to change. This process aligns with the Buddhist principle of samma vayama, or right effort, which emphasizes the importance of consistently working toward positive change. Identity shifts don't happen overnight, but they are incredibly powerful. By viewing yourself as a disciplined person, you naturally start making choices that align with this identity, and your mind begins to follow suit. You'll find that you're more likely to stick to your goals, resist temptations, and make decisions that support your long-term well-being. Third, embrace the art of controlled chaos. Life is inherently unpredictable. No matter how much we plan or organize, unexpected events will always occur. In Buddhism, this unpredictability is a reflection of impermanence, one of the 3 universal truths. The Buddha taught that everything is constantly changing, and resisting this reality only leads to suffering. Controlled chaos is about finding balance in the midst of uncertainty. It's about learning to navigate life's storms without losing your center. Imagine a river during a storm. It doesn't try to fight the current, it flows with it. Similarly, a disciplined mind learns to adapt to change rather than resist it. Start by practicing acceptance. When life throws unexpected challenges your way, take a moment to pause and breathe. Instead of reacting with frustration or panic, remind yourself that change is a natural part of life. Meditation is an excellent tool for cultivating this mindset. Through meditation, you train your mind to remain calm and focused, even when external circumstances are chaotic. Another way to embrace controlled chaos is by exposing yourself to small, manageable uncertainties. For example, try stepping out of your comfort zone by taking on a new challenge or trying something unfamiliar. Each time you face uncertainty with courage, you strengthen your ability to stay composed in the face of larger challenges. Over time, you'll find that chaos no longer intimidates you. It becomes an opportunity for growth. Fourth, build systems, not just goals. In the pursuit of discipline, many people focus solely on setting goals. While goals provide direction, they are not enough to sustain long-term change. Buddhism teaches us to focus on the present moment and the process rather than fixating on future outcomes. This is where systems come in. A system is a set of habits and routines that support your desired outcomes. For example, if your goal is to cultivate mindfulness, your system might include meditating for 10 minutes each morning, practicing gratitude in the evening, and taking mindful breaths throughout the day. These small, consistent actions create a foundation for long-term growth. Systems are effective because they shift your focus from results to actions. Instead of worrying about whether you've achieved your goal, you concentrate on the daily practices that move you closer to it. Over time, these practices become second nature, and the results follow naturally. To build effective systems, start by identifying one area where you want more discipline. Break this goal into small, actionable steps and incorporate them into your daily routine. Remember, discipline is not about perfection, it's about consistency. Even if you stumble, return to your system and keep moving forward. Fifth, learn the power of self-command. Self-command is the ability to take control of your thoughts, emotions, and actions instead of letting them control you. It's the practice of choosing your response thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively to a situation. In Buddhist teachings, this practice is deeply rooted in mindfulness and awareness. It empowers you to navigate life with clarity, poise, and a sense of purpose. Imagine someone criticizes you harshly. Your immediate instinct might be to react with anger, defensiveness, or even retaliation. This is a natural reaction, driven by emotion rather than thought. However, self-command invites you to pause in that moment, take a deep breath, let the intensity of your emotions settle, and ask yourself a simple yet profound question: what is the most constructive way to respond to this situation? This act of pausing is transformative. It interrupts the cycle of impulsive reactions and gives you space to align your response with your values and goals. Developing self-command requires conscious effort and consistent practice. Begin by identifying moments in your day when you feel triggered, times when emotions like anger, frustration, or impatience arise. Instead of acting immediately, practice pausing. Take 3 deep breaths, focusing on the sensation of your breath entering and leaving your body. Use this time to observe your emotions without judgment. Acknowledge what you're feeling, but don't let it dictate your actions. For instance, you might think, I feel angry right now, but I don't have to let this anger control my response. Over time, this practice creates a mental buffer, a space between your emotions and your actions. This space is where clarity and wisdom arise. You can step back from the situation and assess it with a calm, objective mind. You might even recognize that the criticism isn't personal or that it contains constructive feedback. By practicing self-command, you begin to respond in ways that strengthen relationships, reduce conflict, and enhance your inner peace. One way to strengthen self-command further is through consistent mindfulness meditation. Meditation trains your mind to remain present and aware, even in difficult situations. By sitting quietly and observing your thoughts without judgment, you develop the ability to do the same in everyday life. This strengthens your ability to respond thoughtfully rather than reacting on autopilot. 6th, conquer the addiction to comfort. Comfort is something we all naturally seek. Our minds and bodies are wired to avoid pain, discomfort, or anything that feels like a challenge. While comfort provides a sense of security and ease, becoming overly attached to it can hinder our growth and discipline. The Buddha's teachings remind us that true freedom and strength come not from clinging to comfort but from learning to embrace discomfort with courage and resilience. Why is comfort so addictive? It's because it feels safe. Staying in your comfort zone means avoiding risks, challenges, and the possibility of failure. But Buddhism teaches us that clinging to comfort creates stagnation. Life is dynamic and ever-changing, and by avoiding discomfort, we miss opportunities for growth and transformation. Instead of progressing, we remain stuck in habits, routines, and behaviors that limit our potential. To conquer the addiction to comfort, we must first understand that discomfort is not inherently bad. In fact, discomfort is often a sign that we are stepping outside our comfort zones and challenging ourselves in meaningful ways. Think about moments in your life when you achieved something significant. It likely involved effort, uncertainty, and even some level of discomfort. Yet, the rewards, growth, confidence, and success far outweighed the temporary challenges. 7th, align discipline with your higher purpose. Discipline is often misunderstood as mere willpower or the ability to force yourself to do something. While willpower is important, true and sustainable discipline comes from aligning your actions with a deeper sense of purpose. In Buddhism, this purpose often revolves around compassion, mindfulness, and living in harmony with the world. When discipline is rooted in a higher purpose, it becomes less about obligation and more about fulfillment and meaning. Why is purpose so important to discipline? Imagine you're trying to build a habit, such as meditating every day. If your only motivation is external, like impressing others or reaching a specific milestone, your discipline will likely waver when the initial excitement fades. However, if you meditate because it aligns with your deeper purpose, such as cultivating inner peace or improving your ability to help others, your commitment becomes much stronger. Having a purpose transforms discipline from a burden into a fulfilling journey. To align your discipline with a deeper purpose, start by reflecting on what truly matters to you. What principles guide your life? What kind of person do you aspire to be? In Buddhism, this reflection often centers on values like kindness, wisdom, and the understanding that everything is connected. For example, if compassion is important to you, your discipline might involve making a habit of responding with patience and kindness, even in tough moments. These 7 lessons offer a practical and powerful way to train your mind. By recognizing your inner challenges, embracing change, creating supportive habits, and staying true to your purpose, you can reshape your thinking and unlock your full potential. This journey takes patience and persistence, but the rewards, inner peace, clarity, and resilience, are truly worth it. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more content on how to live a fulfilling and abundant life. Your support enables us to keep creating content like this. Thank you for being part of this exploration of timeless Buddhist wisdom. May these lessons inspire you to master your mind and walk a path of peace and purpose. Until next time, stay mindful and stay inspired.